Hello, my stamping friends. Good to see you again. It's Marilyn Wagner here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. So I am again trying this new system, so hopefully it's working. And I can share a number of things with you. I am going to start by sharing what's happening in the Stampin' Up world, which there was so much happening this week. We ended up with the best offer ever for joining happened to end on May 31st. So for those of you who were able to join and be part of our community, welcome. It's great to have everyone here. I love the community that we have and that we're sharing all the time, and just having a good time stamping and doing something we love while we're at home, or if we're on holidays even. So that was the first thing that happened. The day after that, we as demonstrators were allowed to see the new holiday mini catalog that is coming, and I have ordered a number of them for my customers to be mailed out to you, as well as I will get a number of them here. So I've got them. If you don't have a catalog and don't have a demonstrator, I can always share those with you. So please just let me know. And I'm just going to flip through some of the links that I have to share with you. I have a new host code for June, as usual. Each month there will be a new one. So hop on, say hi, tell me where you're watching from, and I will come back and read all the comments later. I won't have time probably to watch all of them as we go, but I definitely do like them and appreciate all of you taking time to share with me and with all the others. So if you're asking questions, and some of the other gals on here I know are demonstrators, they could certainly answer for me and help you out, which is great. That's part of our sharing community again. So again, just love that. So my classes, I do have a monthly card class, third Wednesday of the month. It's on Zoom, so anyone is welcome to join. Just let me know. I also have a 12 months of Christmas card class, the second Thursday of every month. And for that one, you can, again, let me know. And if you're anywhere in Canada, I can ship the kits, and I'd love to have you join me. I have Zoom with Friends on Friday at 1 o'clock. That's a class that we just have so much fun. We started that when COVID started, just so we could get together more often. And it's just mushroomed into a great community. We have people from Quebec, we have people from BC, all over Alberta, Saskatchewan. It's a great time, and if you want to join that, it is by email invitation, because I don't put the Zoom link out to the public, but I will certainly include you if you just send me an email and let me know. I would love to have you there. And others, just before I leave that one, others do teach that one, and it is great to see how many people have grown in their own ability. Well, they've always had the ability, but they've now realized they can do the teaching. And I just love it. It's wonderful to see. And the other class I have scheduled right now is the Sympathy card class, which registration ends on June the 8th. So there's still room in that one. So I will get out of that list and just show you a couple other things. So let me go back here to this one for now. I'm going to flip over there. And the other things that Stampin' Up introduced this week, the day after we closed off where you could join for the best deal ever, we ended up with a last chance list. And that is things that are not going to be carried forward from the current mini catalog that we have. There are lots of things in there, and most things are, well, a lot of things are discounted, not most. A lot of things are discounted, and I've noticed that a lot of the dies, you notice this here is up to 50%. A lot of the dies are 50% off, so great deal if there's anything you want in there. It is only while supplies last, so you do have to get on there if there's something you're really looking for. They've also introduced a buy one, get one 50% off on the kits, and that one is, someone else reminded me, another demo here, that to be sure and mention that it's the most expensive kit that is 50% off. So that's unusual for any of the buy one, sell one sales that we usually see in the marketplace. And last but not least is my Bottled Happiness online class. I introduced this on yesterday, on June 1st, and registrations will end on Saturday, on the 4th. So if you want to take part in that, be sure and follow the links. And it is on my website. I posted it on my Facebook page as well. And that is the set that we are going to use tonight, because I am going to show you how to make a shaker card using the punch and the bottles that you can get as well. So welcome everyone. And while I turn my camera down and see if I can make sure everything works that way, I'd love to have you share what your favorite holiday, as we're in June, it's summer, beautiful skies outside, loving it all, and I'm hoping that you are enjoying the summer as well, the good weather wherever you are. So I'm going to switch down to my desktop, and I will take that off of there for now. And you can see what's there. So let me know if you would prefer, if you had a holiday to pick, would you rather go to the mountains or to the beach? Like I say, because it's summer in my world now, I keep thinking, okay, I'd like to have a holiday, and I really like the mountains because they're closer, of course, to where we're living. So that would be my choice. But please, like I say, put your comments in, and I will come back and read them afterwards if I can't catch them as we go. So I see Peggy with beach, Kathleen with my birthday. That's a good holiday. Good to know. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, everyone. So you can see my desktop, and I'm hoping everything is going good. This is a card that I made similar to the ones I made for my downline for their our monthly swap. And you can see it has the effervescent beads in it. And I've used the designer paper from the In Colors. This is the Starry Sky one. So quite easy when you have the Stamparatus, I think. And I'm going to do one today with that Stamparatus and just show you. The bundle comes as a stamp set and a punch. And the punch punches out both of these, of course. The two-step dies stamps match perfectly. So I have quite a pile of stuff here. I like using my Stamparatus for this because since I did the swap with my team as well as another swap with this set, I still have the plates set up to do this. So I thought, okay, I'm going to show you guys how I would make this card. And then I happened to watch another video, and honestly, I don't remember whose it was, but the gal said she, she didn't say. What she did was she punched her, I'll just show you on this one because it didn't work, and I'll show you what not to do. Stamped the bottle, and then punched it out, and then after she put the beads in, she placed it behind, and I thought, what a neat idea, that looks great. So I'm going to try that, but when I tried it on my demo earlier, you can see I was too close to the bottom. So do as I tell you, not as I show you, or not as I did. So you can see my mark here is where I had that one, and I've now moved it down a little bit so that my bottle will be up a little bit and fit better. And I've decided to stamp the outline of the bottle like that. And because our Stamparatus, we can use both sides. You can see that's what I'm doing. I'm going to stamp my bottle, and it's not dark enough. So again, with the Stamparatus, one of the real pluses is that you can stamp it again. So then I'm going to better, first of all, as you can see, I've got ink on my fingers already from I was busy christening my another stamp set, which I'll show you afterwards, while I was waiting for time to start the Facebook Live. And I've got black ink on me, so I'm going to wipe that a bit. Then I'm going to turn it over. I've got this behind it because it holds it a little bit firmer than just bouncing it up and down on the table. I'm using the Sweet Sorbet, and that's going to be my flowers, my same colors as what I had on this one. And yes, please chat amongst yourselves and share and care, as we always do. And let me know, what was it sunny where you are? Like I say, we had a beautiful day here today, and I was able to spend a bit of time outside, so that was nice. So that's my first layer. Then I'm going to put this one in here, and it's going to be, look at that, it even lays quite well there. Going to be my, you're hearing an echo, Kathleen. Okay, I am wearing a mic this time that's plugged in, and I was hoping that would help. That shut off. I don't know what else to do. It's a perfect day in Spruce Grove. Yes, it was. I will try some, just a minute. I can try a setting over here. Let me know if that's any better, Kathleen. I found one mic I could shut off, so maybe I had access to two of them for some reason. Like I say, I'm still learning this, so thank you for letting me know, though. And if that didn't work, I'll try something else next time. So, like I say, because I had these lined up for the swap cards I did, and if you look at this one again, I think it lined up pretty well. So there is the Parakeet Party and Sweet Sorbet. Now, I did need some kind of words. And because I'm using the Sweet Sorbet for my base, I am going to use just one of the little stamps like that. And now my stamping is done. When you're using the Stamparatus, we recommend that you do not leave those in the hinges. And don't lay them like this, because that will stick to this. Ask me how I know that one. I have spent some anxious time trying to get things apart like that. So, okay, so next I have my focal point. I am going to take my punch and punch out the bottle. Just checking to see if that made any difference, Kathleen. That's better. Good, good. I will try and remember to do that from now on. Thank you. Okay, so again, the punch fits perfectly here. And hopefully, this time I do have a lip down here. So that's better. Just a minute, where's my stamp case? I'll show you what other things you can do with that. I have a number of pieces here from doing the other kits. And when I did this one, or this set, we had designer paper here, which would be similar to this. And I just put another piece of designer paper behind to give it the color. So I have a number of those to work with. This one is one that I just stamped and ran through an embossing folder. So it has some texture on it. And these, and this I'll show you some other time, is our new masking paper that Stampin' Up sells. And I have punch this one out and cut this one out, and I don't know where my card went that I was, there it is. I was doing masking to show my team how neat that was, that you could do that. So we'll save that for another night. But now, once you've got that done, there are 2 pieces of tape on this bottle. So I'm going to peel the one off the top, and I'm going to lay this, hopefully straight, over it. So there's our bases. Now I do not take this off until I get my beads in, and this piece actually put back in there is what I'm doing tonight. So this is the effervescent elements, and they look like, I don't know if any of you have ever had tapioca. To me, that's what it looks like. Now, again, because I don't want these flying all over the place, might be a wise thing to actually set it in a case. Ask me how I know that one too. And I have a little spoon. You could pick up with your fingers, but they are probably staticky. And that's basically about all you need. I'm going to close that up and just lay this guy back in here. But before I turn it over to look at it, I am going to put a couple pieces of tear and tape across here to, okay, how did I lose that so fast? Just hold that, and then when you turn it over, you can see, and it does show the outline of that. Isn't that kind of neat? I love those beads. So that is done with that. Then all I would do is I'm going to take my card base and this is going to go on my card. Now I don't have it in front of me, but I will add some embellishments on here, just because I didn't think to bring them over here. I have lots of cards to show you guys tonight for the show and tell, so I want to be able to do that as well. Have time for that. And I know you could use dimensionals on there, but because I want to make sure this is flat and glued well so that it doesn't come apart, I am going to use my liquid glue, and I'm also going to peel that tape off to help that piece stick. And never thought of that till now. That was kind of silly. Whoa, don't do that. Again, don't do this. You might have glue all over yourself. This one, and then there's also this piece, which, don't do that. Should have peeled that off. Should have peeled this layer off before I put that little bit of tear and tape on there to hold it. Just a sec. So there is, if you don't have the tear and tape and don't want to put that piece in there, that piece is there, and then when you peel that off, you can use it to help adhere this as such. And you just have to, and this is why I needed a piece down at the bottom instead of one like this. So like I say, just do your measurements. And then what I would probably do, because I have some of the in color matte dots, which go with this. And look, I happen to have some of these right here. So I will put just a few of them. So let me know, have any of you worked with shaker cards like this that come with the ready-made pieces from Stampin' Up? I know we've had quite a few of them. And the last one was another kind of a bottle thing, I think, wasn't it? Let me know, guys. And I did not use it, but this is kind of neat how it works, I think, for sure. So there's our card. Not difficult once you learn about this kind of thing, right? And of course, if you've got the beads, you could also use, I've seen people use little pieces of paper. Like if you had, wouldn't it be cute if you had all of the in color papers, like just little snippets of them to fill that. And mason jar, yes, thanks, Linda. That was another one. But any other ideas what you could put in there? I mean, I certainly don't need anything else because I've got all of these and I've only got one of these left. but that's okay. There's still more I could have if I need them. So let me know if you have questions, and I will carry on with showing you some of my show and tell. First off, let me see how I'll just leave that one there because that one will be going to someone. I did find out that these with the bottles in them, it cost me just about $2 to mail rather than the, I don't know what it is now, 98 cents or whatever, just because of the thickness. So if you're going to do them to mail, just be aware of that. I will quickly show you the cards that I'm doing for the Bottled Happiness class that I have. And I have the PDF ready, but I do not have the videos ready. So if you're going to register for that, just bear with me while I get the videos ready. So I have one done with masking. I've got different ways and colors of using the in colors and some of the old colors. But I really enjoyed playing with that set. So it's one you might want to put on your list for sure. So that's the set. This is one that I did with the Heart one, Love and Happiness set that is retiring. It has the embossing folder that also has the die that goes with it. And I was really pleased with how that one turned out. And I like the embossing folder. And this is one I did to show my customers the new in colors. So it's just a punch out of each bottle, a little bit of the ribbon, and some texture on the back there. So, any other awesome card? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for being here. Like I say, this is great to see you each week. So I'll go through some of my swap cards and other cards I've been receiving, my Happy Mail. This is one from Karen. The gold, look at the butterfly. This is one of the new, there's 3 colors of this fine paper that's there and the gold behind it. So very, very elegant. This is one from Gail B. And I see you're on here, Gail. Welcome. Just stamped some of the new ribbon, the contour die, and the new in color, obviously. This is one that we made in our Zoom with Friends on Friday. And thank you, Linda, for teaching it. I've wanted to do one of these for ages, and Linda rose to the challenge and said, I'll teach. And look at what she taught us. Isn't that just amazing? It folds flat to go in a regular envelope. It stands up, like I know a lot of you want to see. And I just love it. So I will be making more of those, Linda, and thank you so much. These are some, I do monthly cards. If you've followed me for any length of time, you know that. And this month I was short of anniversary cards. So It was very easy with this Hues of Happiness paper to make a dozen of these in half an afternoon, really. And now I have some set for June and July, which of course are busy anniversary months. So the other ones are swap cards. I'm in a swap with some ladies in the local, well, I think they're all pretty well from Alberta. I'm not positive now. But I love all the different designs, and of course, lots of them I don't have these sets, so it's perfect to have. This is a design from Robin, and this piece probably was cut from here, I'm guessing. There's some blending brushes used on it, and definitely some fussy cutting there. One from Kathy, and this die is very interesting, and she's filled in a couple pieces there. A little bit of Winkostella, some vellum. This one is so cute, and I don't have this little guy. Isn't he cute? I actually, my niece had a baby boy yesterday. She's in Chicago, so I won't get to see him for a while, but such a sweet card. I could certainly do with a couple like that and send one off to her. So really, really cute idea. Little bit of embossing there, and that is from Sheila. Another one with that Hues of Happiness paper. Basically the paper doing the work. This is stamped and colored, I'm guessing, with blending brushes. And it is one that we've done before with just the card to pull out and write on, and it's got some blending brushes around it, and that's from Joanne. This one with a Sea of Thanks with the fish from Sue. And again, the different fold, but it does stand up, which is a prerequisite, like I say. And oh, this one, I saved the envelope because I wanted to show you that you can use it to mail. I don't know how many of you know that, but the post, one year I did that for Christmas. I mailed all of my Christmas cards in the clear envelopes. Never got anybody saying they loved this from the post office or anything, but anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. This is the Abigail set, I believe, and the ribbon. Remember, we talked about this ribbon that you can stamp on that's in the new catalog. The fern embossing folder, some designer paper, and that is from Michelle. From Brenda, one with designer paper, a little bit of stamping, presume punches there, but just kind of offset, which is something I don't often do, so it's great to see. The teacup set with the glimmer paper, and again, the contour dies. They all layer so nicely. And she's done a bit of the parakeet party, and that one is from Hetty. This is a neat one. Again, the Abigail. You can see the similar. It is from Lorna, and it's got the fern embossing folder. But if you look, what she has done is a different kind of tent card. Or that's not really what you call it. Again, help me, ladies. But it stands up as well. Can I show you that? The cards are all over the place here. It will stand up like that. Or if you were to put your decoration on the other way, you could certainly stand it that way as well. So another one done with the bottled happiness. Just a very soft colors and the circles and some of the designer paper. And that one is from Sherry. Another one from Shelley. And this one, she has embossed the vellum. And that's something I forget to do. But also behind it, can you see that she's got stamping, the fern leaves stamped on white, and it just shows through. So a very, very pretty technique. One of the masculine ones, another set I don't have, would be great for Father's Day, of course. And that one's from Linda. So just a circle around what she stamped and some of those brass Embellishments, and from Lillian. I saw you on here, Lillian. Hope you're still here. Thank you so much for another masculine one. And this is the stamp that is a big stamp, swirl something. Great color combination, a little bit of stamping in the background, and again at an angle. I think I'm going to have to step up my putting cards together so that I can do that with it. So that is all that I have from this week's mail. What I'm planning on doing with the swap ones for sure is going back through and doing a video specifically showing them and mentioning the stamp sets and where they are in the catalog. I think that would help all of us to remember those kind of things. So hopefully that works for you as well. So again, this is the card that we did tonight, and I will be drawing for that one next week. Now let me see if I can manage to do this again, where I'm going to share my screen to here and pick a winner from last week. I have brought this up again. I have put the link into the last week's Facebook Live, and you can see that there's 22 names in here. I'm going to start the random draw, and it's going through all of your names. Gail Peters, you are a winner. Congratulations. So now let me get out of that, go back to this. Here we are. So welcome, welcome. Glad to still have you here with me. Let me go to this one so I can actually talk to you. There. I will send that card to you, Gail. Gail is one of my downlines, so I do have her address. So otherwise, if you don't know your address is with me and you do win, please send me your address so I can get that sent off to you in the next week or so. So I really appreciate you all being here. I thank you for your comments. I will go back and read every one of them. I really appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'd appreciate you subscribing to my channel and commenting there as well, because it's great to have this wonderful community that we do together. So I think that is all. Unless any of you have anything, be sure and let me know. Otherwise, we will see you next week. Take care now.